guys for an embargo, please, for 10:30 on Saturday evening. Embargo. Yeah, sure.
Hi, Pep. James Jackson from The Observer today. Since John Stones...
Observer or Guardian?
Observer today, Sunday paper.
Okay, sorry.
I'm in demand. Since John Stones was injured 5 games ago, before Shakhtar, you've only allowed 1 goal. How have you done this, considering there was a view that your defence could be vulnerable and you would have an issue? Is it attack, best form of defence? How have you done it?
No, I prefer to have John Stones back and Laporte's back. So against Everton, we were lucky. Ederson saved us 2 or 3 clear chances for them against Bournemouth as well. When the Bournemouth we had more players to use. So it's what it is. I said when it happened. It happened. What we can do? Crying or complaining. So it's what it is. So going with the 2 guys that we have and 2 young players, waiting their opportunity, and that is what it is. So, but I don't think now, not right now, we didn't concede, and tomorrow we can concede 5. So the important is concede few chances. So that is the important. Against Dinamo Zagreb, concede 1 shooting target. That is our, I think, strength point in all competition. So we are a team again in Europe, like concede less. So really few chances. That is good. We have to improve. That when they get these chances, this 1 or 2 or 3 in a game, are clear chances for the opponent, and that we have to avoid it. We have to avoid to be more solid in some departments, but this is the team what it is for the specific qualities, and sometimes it's easy to control everything.
You have said in the past that the best way to defend is if you're high up the pitch and attacking. Is that one of the reasons why then?
Yeah. If we defend a lot of time deep, in our box, well, we are not built, we are not specific for that, but of course, we have to learn on that, and in general, I'm so satisfied the time we defend, not just this season, the previous season. So I think we conceded few goals, few chances, and for the team with this incredible amount of talent players, like if not defensive talent players, but you see our midfield players, even our fullbacks, they are not the mentality just to defend, but the effort they put all together, the way they fight each other, that allowed us to concede few chances.
Hi, Pep. Steve Bates from The People. Pep, you've been on record as saying you have your own dilemma with Phil Foden, and the amount of minutes you're able to give him, and because you've got such a strong team, it's very difficult to fit him in sometimes. Do you think that, and City are always linked with the best young players around the world, in Europe as well. Do you think that it would put any young player coming here to City, the fact that if Phil Foden can't get in your team on a regular basis, it would be really hard for them to break in?
If one player come here, I didn't understand the question.
Yeah, so City are always linked with the best young players around the world. Yeah. So do you think Phil Foden's experience of not being able to break into the team would affect their decision to come?
I don't think so. If we seduce them, agents and players, and they want to come, if they want to come, they can come. So no, I don't think so. I don't see the age. I don't see the. If the player want to come, they will come. If they don't come, they will not come. So I don't think because Phil don't play. I said many times. So let's repeat again what is my opinion about Phil Foden. So everybody knows in this room knows exactly what I think about him. So I see the same. He's 18, 19 years old. So I play quite enough minutes this period together, and he will play a lot this season and the next season. So.
Do you get the feeling that he's happy to remain patient?
I didn't speak with him. I don't know. Hopefully.
Following on from that, Pep, spoke to Gareth Southgate yesterday about the young players that he's brought into the England team recently, Sancho, Hudson-Odoi, and he seemed to suggest with Foden that maybe he had to develop a little bit more physically. Is that something that you agree with? Is it a physical thing? Is it a technical thing? Is it just an experience thing?
No, I didn't hear. I don't want to be here to comment the opinions of my colleague. About Phil. When Phil is here in the first team for Man City because he's ready to play every single game, and it's because he has everything to play. So of course he has many things to learn, but for a guy for 30 years old also have few things to learn. So he's young, so have the skills, are there, but still, there are things he can improve, and that's why we want to help him.
But can you understand when you look around this fantastic academy why people outside the club certainly are looking at City and wondering why there is, certainly over the last 5, 6, 7 years, they've not been able to produce players of their own who get in the first team on a regular basis?
Yeah, basically because these teams won't need to win titles and prizes. And the process for the young players needs time. And the best way is step by step for the players that we have, but they demand for the club not win the Champions League, but being there all the time for all competitions, and for that needs players that we have. What can I say? So the talent is there. When they are talent, they will play. So, but at the same time, we have to compete every single day, to fight with the best teams in England and Europe. So, and for that, we need David Silvas and Kevin De Bruyne's and Sergio Agüero's and Fernandinho's and all these type of players. With the young players, you cannot win. The young players be help for the other ones, but the basis is the young. It's not possible.
Hi Pep, it's Russell from Sunday Life. Last season it was a 2-horse race, obviously between yourselves and Liverpool, and you said during the summer that you expected other clubs to challenge you this season. But once again, we've seen so far it's pretty much looks like it's going to be a 2-horse race. Have you seen anything this season that makes you think that it will be anything different to last season?
It's too early. This one team is above for the other one is Liverpool. The other we are close. So I don't know how gap is big against Tottenham, Arsenal, Chelsea, and the other ones is not too big, or Leicester as well. So the only team is 7 games and victory is Liverpool. Is a little bit, faster. The horse a little bit faster than the other ones, but it's too early. For me, it's too early. I said before, days ago, it's too early to say it will be for 1 or 2 or 3 teams.
Liverpool have a really tough run of fixtures now. They have yourselves, Tottenham, Arsenal, a few others, as well as the Champions League games. If they are still ahead in the league after that tough run of fixtures, will you be more concerned?
It's not about being concerned. So they have a tough fixtures, but we have tough fixtures too. So it's not about them. So I don't even know the schedule from Liverpool games. So I know my schedule quite well. The next month and a half, I know exactly every game I have ahead. So I'm not concerned. If they are in this run and win, what I will say is clapping and congratulate them. So we can do. Let's try to maintain our level, try to play better every game, and we'll see what happens. But we're in October, the first days from October, so finish in May, so a lot of games to play, a lot of competitions, a lot of different situations, handle good moments, bad moments. Let's try to be in the bad moments, try to win in games and play good, and we'll see. But it's not about concern.
Okay. Cheers, guys.
Thank you.